A big lie. Elaine Thompson-Herah's former coach, Shaniki Osbourne, fires back at claims of excessive demands, while Thompson-Herah's husband, Derron, counters, saying Osbourne was asking for in excess of 100 million Jamaican dollars. But before we get into the details, if you're new around here, hit the subscription button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Now, big lie. That is how Elaine Thompson-Herah's former coach, Shaniki Osbourne, is putting it, while Thompson-Herah's husband, Derron, is countering by saying that Osbourne was asking for an exorbitant amount of over $100 million per season. On Wednesday, Thompson-Herah, through her agent Andy Sports, put out a statement indicating that Thompson-Herah, the double Olympic champion, was parting ways with Coach Osbourne, who had guided her for the last part of the 2023 season. In the statement, Andy stated that the professional separation came about due to a breakdown in negotiations on a compensation package for the services that would be provided by Coach Osbourne. Andy further stated that the package that was proposed by the former coach, by any measure of what is the norm of such services, was extremely excessive and without any flexibility to negotiate by the other party, hence they had to sever ties. However, in an interview with Sportsmax, Osbourne fired back by saying, "What Marvin and the sports management put out saying we gave them no room to negotiate is a big lie." Osbourne went on to indicate that the problem started when Thompson-Herah's husband, Derron, sent her what she described as a garbage contract. Having reached out to Thompson-Herah, Osbourne brought up the 15% that she had initially quoted, and in that regard, Thompson-Herah did not express and that she was not able to afford this amount. Osbourne is quoted as saying, "I approached her with the same 15%. She did not say she can't afford the 15%. I remember her standing up and saying to me, 'Okay, you said 15% and that's it.' And I said, 'Yes, that's it.' And she said, 'Okay.' And we finished the meeting." However, in a swift response, Thompson-Herah's husband, Derron, also in an interview with Sportsmax on Thursday, indicated that Osbourne was asking for an exorbitant amount of over 100 million Jamaican dollars, or just a little under 1 million US dollars. Wow. Now, Sports DTM fans, if we should believe what Coach Osbourne is saying in terms of getting 15% of the earnings, and if we should also believe what Thompson-Herah is actually saying about Osbourne's demand, then we can assume that Thompson-Herah is making a lot of money. And of course, it is the money that has caused this split. As such, we had to pull out our Sports DTM calculator to do the maths and to do the DTM maths challenge and look at Elaine Thompson-Herah's potential earnings. Of course, we always do this to show the youths, the young people, the potential earnings that are available to elite athletes when choosing a career. Now, in true Jamaican maths, and we know that some of you don't like maths, but I'm sure you do like these numbers. If in this scenario there are three values in the equation, let's say X, Y, and Z. X is Thompson-Herah's earnings, which is unknown. Y is Coach Osbourne's 15% proposal, or her stated 15% proposal. Z is Derron-Herah's 100 million Jamaican dollars claim. So we have two values which are known and one which is unknown. How can we solve for this equation, being X being the unknown? Well, we know that y times x is equal to z. How do we put that in simple terms? We substitute the 15% for y, and we substitute the $100 million for z. Now the equation looks like 15% of x, 100 million. To solve for x, we either transpose the 15% to the right of the equation, or we divide both sides by 15%. Sounds like we are enjoying this maths. In that instant, x now is equal to 100 million over 15%, or a whopping $667 million in potential earnings, or over 4 million US dollars. Wow, that's a lot of money. Now, Elaine Thompson-Herah is preparing for the 2024 Olympics in France, and the hope is that she will get the right coach to bring her back to her best. We continue to track this developing story. Fans out there, what are your thoughts on reports that double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah's former coach, Shaniki Osbourne, has fired back about the excessive demands, saying that it is a big lie and that she asked for approximately 15%, which was negotiable. What are your thoughts on Elaine Thompson-Herah's husband Derron countering those claims and stating that Osbourne was asking for an exorbitant 100 million Jamaican dollars for her services, or a little under 1 million US dollars? If both figures are to be believed, Thompson-Herah could be potentially earning in the region of 700 million Jamaican dollars, or over 4 million US dollars annually. What are your thoughts on that? Leave all of those comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell all of their friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.